Welcome to this tutorial on working with CSV files in PowerShell. CSV, or comma-separated values, is one of the most common data formats you'll encounter when automating tasks and managing data. In this lesson, you'll learn how to read CSV files into PowerShell and write data from PowerShell back into CSV format using two essential Cmdlets, Import-Csv and Export-Csv. These tools will enable you to work with spreadsheet data, log files, and export reports with ease. Let's start with the basics. CSV stands for comma-separated values, and it's a plain text format used to store tabular data. Think of it like a simple spreadsheet saved as text. Each line in a CSV file represents one row of data, and commas separate the individual columns. The first line typically contains column headers that describe what each column represents. For example, you might have a file with headers like name, age, and department. The following lines would contain the actual data, such as John, 32, it. This simple format makes CSV files easy to create, read, and share across different applications. Now let's talk about the Import-Csv Cmdlet. This powerful command reads CSV files and automatically converts each row into a PowerShell object. What makes this special is that the column headers become properties of these objects, allowing you to access and manipulate the data using PowerShell's object-oriented capabilities. The basic syntax is straightforward. Import CSV followed by the path parameter with your file name in quotes. Once imported, you can filter, sort, and process the data just like any other PowerShell object. This transformation from plain text to rich objects is what makes PowerShell so powerful for data manipulation. Let's see Import-Csv in action with a practical example. First, we import a file called employees.csv and store the results in a variable called employees. PowerShell reads the file and creates an object for each row. Now we can use the whereObject Cmdlet to filter the data. For instance, we can find all employees in the IT department. Because each row is now an object with properties, we can access individual values using dot notation. For example, employees_0.name gives us the name from the first employee record. This object-based approach makes data manipulation intuitive and powerful. Import-Csv offers several useful parameters to handle different CSV formats. The Delimiter parameter lets you specify a custom separator if your file uses semicolons or tabs instead of commas. The header parameter is useful when your CSV file doesn't have headers or you want to provide custom column names. Simply pass an array of strings like A, B, C. The encoding parameter ensures PowerShell reads the file with the correct character encoding, such as UTF-8 for international characters. And of course, the path parameter specifies where your CSV file is located on disk. These parameters give you flexibility to work with various CSV file formats. Moving on to Export-Csv, which does the opposite of Import-Csv. This Cmdlet takes PowerShell objects and converts them into CSV format, saving the results to a file. The column headers are automatically created from the object properties, making it seamless to export any data you're working with. The basic syntax includes Export-Csv with the path parameter for your output file name. The no type information parameter is important because it prevents PowerShell from adding unnecessary type information to the first line of the file. This keeps your CSV clean and compatible with other applications like Excel. Let's look at practical examples of Export-Csv. You can pipe any PowerShell command directly into Export-Csv. For instance, getProcess retrieves all running processes. We use selectObject to choose specific properties like name, CPU, and working set, then pipe everything to Export-Csv with the path processes.csv. The no type information parameter keeps the output clean. If you need to add more data to an existing CSV file, use the append parameter. This adds new rows to the end of the file without overwriting existing data. This is particularly useful for logging or building reports over time. Let's recap what we've learned. CSV files are plain text files that store tabular data using comma-separated values, making them universally compatible and easy to work with. Import-Csv reads these files and automatically converts each row into PowerShell objects with properties based on the column headers. Export-Csv does the reverse, taking PowerShell objects and saving them as CSV files. Both Cmdlets support parameters like Delimiter for custom separators, header for custom column names, and append for adding data to existing files. With these tools, you can easily import data for processing and export results for sharing or further analysis. Practice using these Cmdlets with your own data files to become proficient at CSV manipulation in PowerShell.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.